Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Two Dudes podcast. Along with Kevin Manning, I'm Richard Kearney. Like we usually start off here, want to talk to Kevin, see how everything's been going. Let's talk about the job situation. How are the girls? I know school started, and the fitness journey. Hook us up with that info, Kev.
Man, I was having a good day. And then my day kind of was like a plane, took a downward spiral, and I'm trying not to crash. But people getting on my fucking nerves. All right, so school went good. It was virtual, everything, except for the lunch because I had to supply that. But, that went good. They did good. The oldest kind of hates it because she missed her friends, being a freshman and all that other bullshit or whatever. But I can't knock her, you know what I'm saying? Who wants to spend their freshman year starting out at home? So I get it, it
True.
is what it is. Um, I had to deal with their mom want to come over and take pictures before virtual started. I'm like, really? You need to take pictures? Get the hell up out of here. But whatever, she came, took pictures, left. I mean, she brought Lamar's. I told her to, and she actually did it, so that was a win.
Hey.
So I had the best donuts in all the land this morning, so I can't be mad about that. Now, what was dumb? Well, no, a good thing. Got an email about a job interview, so I did that today, and
Okay.
over the phone, and that went good. To where I now have a Skype, not a Zoom, a Skype interview Friday. So fingers crossed, I'll go to the next step or whatever.
All right.
It'll be a drop in pay by between 5 to 7K, but how much am I making right now? So like it's one of those things you kind of gotta. I just gotta take that L.
Right. Right.
The only issue or problem with it is one of my coworkers, granted another department, different floor, probably isn't want to see me every day.
Why is that?
Think about who would be the worst coworker for me to have every day right now. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out.
Whoa. No.
Yeah. So we'll I'll look at it like this though. She works from home 3 days a week. I probably won't be working from home instantly. So the odds of us crossing paths, should be. I know it's different departments, should be different floor. So but at the same time, what am I making right now? So I'm doing what I got to do.
Eventually paths will cross.
Yeah, I'm already knowing what I find funny because I expect if you say that happens, word gonna get spread like peanut butter on the PBJ, and all it's gonna do is make females be interested. So, my social life might get a swift kick in the ass and go up. I don't know, but it's I ain't really worried. I'm just focused on the interview Friday, go from there, and do what I got to do. So here's where I got irritated. So we about to go from the happy highway to the irritated highway.
Okay.
So I posted on Facebook how the Bucks have forfeited their game today out of what happened in Milwaukee or whatever, which I respect them. They boycott the whole Jacob Blake shooting. Props to them for doing that. Excuse me.
Now keep in mind they didn't forfeit; they boycotted. We want to make sure that that's
Boycott
clear.
forfeit. Yeah, right. Well, you're right. They boycotted. Rest of the NBA has been canceled. Baseball games are getting canceled now because of the same thing.
Yeah, I just got an alert on that.
There's one guy who I used to work with at Quintiles. I ain't gonna say his punk ass name. Decides to stick his chest out and wants to comment on how why would I post such a thing? I'm gonna talk about. Excuse me. Hey, somebody bring me a cough drop, please. I'm gonna say how it's infantile for me to be supporting such a thing when they're celebrating, when they're boycotting for a rapist to get out of jail who raped someone. They're not talking about Ronnie Lucas. So right there, he was already in the wrong.
Wait,
He had no
somebody,
idea what they was
hold
talking
on,
about.
back up, because you said a guy from Quintiles. Now you know I used to work with you at Quintiles. It wasn't that many guys there. So
Thank you, buddy.
now you got me curious.
Well, he was upstairs. He worked in data management with me.
Okay, all right.
And he's doing this boisterous commentary, chest stuck out, talking sideways, talking about you how can you say this when you got ones that don't listen and go back to they car and police are telling them and all this gun, this and gun. I'm like, what are you talking about? I told him, I said, you know what? And this is what I said to him. I said, you got me debating if I want to respond back to you or not, because I hear your white privilege just coming out of your words. I think if you said this with your chest stuck out, so you really meant this. This is all in your guts and everything. I said, but what you fail to realize, the Bucks ain't boycotting for that. They're not protesting for that.
Right.
It has nothing to do with that. I said, but you too busy feeling yourself thinking you right when you wrong. I said, and what you fail to realize, I said, America fails to realize it's going to take things across the board for us to get attention of white America. I said, because until then, us blacks won't be considered equal. See, I said white America and blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said to him, because until we're considered equal, we're not black America. We're just visitors here on vacation. We're guests here. We're not wanted here. I said, but you know what? I don't even feel like going back and forth with you, because you're not going to understand where I'm coming from, because your white privilege, you only see it one way and one way only. I said, I find that funny when you a white boy that want to be a nigga every day, all day. Then I blocked him because I ain't got time for that ignorance.
I don't blame you.
He the type
And
that got.
no, go ahead.
I said he the type that wear the hat backwards, want to have the short sleeves with the tattoos. And, he want to be black, but he want to be the white black to where he combines both and all cool and got little fast cars with music blasting. Motherfucker, you driving a two-door Pontiac. That shit ain't fast. If it ain't a Firebird, it ain't fast. So get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
So then, after that, when I had said I needed 10 minutes, the former other half decides to call. Now, I ain't told her about, what happened early. So we talking, and she says how, and this is what kills me. You want to call to kick dust on people, but when I do it, you get quiet. Because we had to pick up laptops Monday or Tuesday for school today because everything's virtual. Parents didn't do it Monday or Tuesday, so they sent out an email blast saying, you got today between 4:30 and 6:30 to pick up these Chromebooks for your students. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's predominantly blacks that haven't done it yet. So I make the comment of, they'll go pick up a WIC voucher before they come get a Chromebook. She gets quiet. Talking about, I don't see what's funny about that. I don't get that correlation.
I think it's funny and true.
I'm like, you get the correlation. You just don't want to get it because I made fun of niggas. So if you think it's just black people, I said I don't, but I know the majority is. It's only because you're around a bunch of blacks. You see how her argument's making no sense at all?
Pretty much.
I compare 2 and 2. If you tell a nigga go get a Chromebook for their kid to learn, or go get some voucher that you can sell to somebody, which one you think they gonna go get first?
They after that money.
It's nigga mathematics 101. So then she was telling me, I don't get why you would say that. So I guess I'll talk to you later. I don't understand why you would say that. Get the fuck off my phone.
Wow.
So that's been my day.
Well, this segment was going to be later on in the show, but I got to break it up because a lot of what happened on your day goes into the following 4 segments. So I'm going to
Okay,
start off with my dumbass of the week. And my
go
dumbass of the
ahead.
week is not one person, it is lots of people. Those people that have taken first day of school pictures of your kids at home on the computer learning from home. That's kind of pointless. I get it. You want to take a picture of them getting on the bus. You want to take a picture of them in front of the school, whatever. But if they just in the living room chilling on the iPad or the laptop, really? Can we find something more constructive to do with our time? I
Nope, because I
understand,
got that over here today.
and I can't understand that. Okay, maybe I'm a heartless ass parent, but I haven't taken any first day of school pictures with Darian at all. Don't need
I'm
to.
gonna say it's I'm gonna say it's a woman thing. That's all I can do. That's all I got. Because I had to tell the girl, you gonna do this for your mama, and left it at that.
Well, you know when I'm gonna be happy and when I'm gonna take pictures? Graduation.
Yeah,
That's when it counts for me. I don't care about your first
especially
day
the
or
first
nothing.
one.
I want your last day. That's what counts. Then I'm done.
You heard what I said, especially the first one.
Yeah. Did somebody say Ford Bronco 2022? Y'all. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. That's that. But I want to jump back to first of all, the reason people need to understand is because of the police violence, brutality. Jacob Blake is what everybody is feeling right now. And I don't care what the
Mm-hmm.
man did. I'm not here to justify anything he did. I'm not here to say they were in the wrong. It's clear. The man took 7 bullets to the back. When you take 7 bullets to the back from various police officers, that's overkill. If he'd got shot 1, 2, 3 times, this would be a non-issue or would be close to it. But 7? You cannot tell me that that was justified in any way, shape, or form. And the police cam footage said he was, yeah, facing away from them, reaching for something in his car. Okay, let's say they just assume, oh, he's got a gun. Does it take 7 shots to put him down?
Nope. Then you got to shoot him in the back, shoot him in the leg.
Exactly. Hit him in the leg, he goes down. If something's in his hand, you aim for the shoulder. I don't know. I don't care. But when you use excessive force and you go above and beyond your means, you are wrong. And that's all there is to it. It's not a black thing, it's not a white thing. It's a police thing, police brutality. And I don't want to hear anybody talk about, well, everybody says Black Lives Matter, police lives matter too. Let me tell you something. You can say Black Lives Matter, you can say White Lives Matter. I don't want to hear nothing about police lives matter because you are a color before you are a job. And that's all there is to it.
I don't know. I'm kind of all lives matter. But here's my.
And I
We don't
said it doesn't matter what
go
color.
finish.
So
Finish.
you're
Finish.
right. You're right. All lives matter, but don't say police. I don't care about your job. Your color comes first because you are a color before you are a job.
True. True.
And,
That's I feel you.
and the other thing I wanted to piggyback on, you're right. All the NBA slate got canceled. The league was just like, you know what? Before this gets out of hand, fuck it. We'll pick it back up tomorrow or on Friday. It don't matter. We just gonna do what's right. And I commend the league for stepping up and saying, hey, we're not gonna make a big deal about this. They feel this strongly about it. we'll cancel the whole day, the whole night's games. And I'm glad Major League Baseball is starting to do the same thing. It it sends a clear message, and I'm pretty sure Donald Trump doesn't listen to our show, but if he were, I would tell him this is what protest is all about. It ain't got nothing to do with the military. It ain't got nothing to do with the flag. It's about injustice, whether it be social injustice or police brutality. That's all there is to it.
That is true.
All right, let's
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead and piggyback off
so
that.
here's my thing. When this is where we're detrimental to ourselves. One of my dumbass of the week goes to Mark Spears for ESPN. When they're talking to him about everything going on down there in the bubble, and he mentions how Milwaukee's gone, Orlando, they're not playing.
Right.
And Ray Shanique goes, yes, we have to give credit to Milwaukee and Orlando for doing this. He said, yes, we give credit to Milwaukee. We don't give Orlando anything. They didn't do this. Milwaukee did it. What does it matter who did what? Something was done. Who did what doesn't matter until it's done in the history. Just put in the history books. That's why we can't get ahead, because we always so quick to want to jab somebody to make sure unnecessary credit don't go somewhere when it don't matter.
I'm gonna
That
tell
was
you
a
why he's
mute
wrong.
ass point to be made.
I'm gonna tell you why he's wrong, and he of all people should know this. And it doesn't matter whether this is at the high school level, the college level, or the pro level. If any team, whether it's boycott or forfeit, they will be in contact with the other team before they even talk to the referees and all of that. So believe me, Orlando knew what was going to happen before the rest of us did. So I don't want to hear that mess that it was all Milwaukee. It wasn't,
Just
because
because Orlando was out there shooting before a game, some of the players. This has been going on since last night when everything happened.
yeah,
So if you want to be technical, it wasn't Milwaukee. Milwaukee just decided, oh, we got defensive player of the year. We about to stress his muscle. We ain't playing. So
yeah.
it's that was a real asinine point for him to make and say that wasn't called for when it's all said and done.
Now, my original question when we were talking about, you know, our show notes this morning, when this was going to be a possibility, it wasn't a for sure thing yet, but going to be a possibility. My original question was, would this hurt the NBA? I don't even need to ask that now, because we've seen that the rest of the NBA has followed suit. And like I said, Major League
Here,
Baseball is starting to follow suit. So it won't hurt at all. If anything, it helps because it brings awareness. But
here's
just
the
like
thing,
just like your
and I
friend at
can't.
work, we got to bring the right kind of awareness to let people know that it isn't about what you think it is.
Here's the thing, though, and I can't believe I'm agreeing with a Dookie. Jay Will said it best. Black America will be livid if the NBA plays tomorrow. So the NBA's not out to clear yet. They play tomorrow, Black America's livid. So we will see what tomorrow holds. And then that'll determine. But this goes back to when Katrina hit New Orleans or when 9/11 happened. Sports are a big part of keeping the world going.
Right.
So for them to do that, everybody else needs to follow suit.
I agree.
I would be pleased and impressed if all NFL shut down training camps right now in solidarity. It's just like I said, it has to be stuff across the board to get attention. Because otherwise, it falls on deaf ears. Just like last night, that the Republican circus of 5 immigrants getting sworn in. Really, Donald? You doing that during the convention? Just we gotta get away from all this silly shit and start getting on some real shit to where we improve this land, because I don't know what it's gonna look like for our kids. Neither one of us are guaranteed to be here the next 20 years. So I'm ready for this to be the best it can be before I leave my kids.
Right.
And at the rate we going, it ain't gonna be the best of anything.
It's
And
gonna be
I
the
really fear that.
it's gonna be the best dumpster fire around.
Man, it's gonna be like going to an Oakland game. You know, just trash.
See, I tried to resist. I knew that was coming.
I felt you. I
I
figured I
knew it
hit
was
you first
coming.
when you hit me. Okay, so are you done with your dumbass, or you
No,
still got
no,
another?
I'm done. I'm done. You got one. Go for it.
Okay, so my next dumbass of the week, she'll probably never hear this, and if she does, she'll probably say, "Who the fuck am I?" Which I'm good with, but I'm a fan. I'm a 50-50 fan because sometimes she gets on my damn nerves, and that's Brent Grimes' wife, Miko Grimes. She's so thirsty, so bad, wants to be a sports commentator in the sports world, this, that, and the third. Well, we're talking about she rich, she don't care. You only rich because of your husband. You was a broke bitch beforehand. Yeah, you played ball overseas, but how much money did that make? You was a commentator, so your mouth got you fired. So you wasn't shit till your husband started making bread. He got you bread, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, now this is crazy. Hold on that thought. I got ESPN on my screen.
Hold on. Hold on.
WNBA playing tonight?
Before you go any further, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, he hating. He talking about she didn't have no good job. She wasn't making no money." If y'all truly are fans of this show, we talked a couple weeks back about how big your bag was when you was in the WNBA, and they ain't making nothing. Believe me, they ain't making nothing. So now
All
she
three games of WNBA are still scheduled. That's fucked up. But like I said, at the same time, though, she never played in the league. She played overseas. She never got to that WNBA bag. But the thing is, she was on Barkley last night, was saying how there are some good cops. She's saying all cops are bad. You don't want to treat kids all cops are bad. Because what if, say, my brother was a cop? I'm not gonna tell my girls all cops are bad, but then go, but Uncle Jay's a good one. That's a contra fucking diction.
right.
You can't be so quick to put everybody in the same damn category. You can't square peg in a round hole. That doesn't work, and we gotta stop doing that. I mean, she was literally going in on Barkley, and I'm like, why? There are good cops out there. There I want to say they're more good than bad. We don't know, but I want to say that there are. We've already said they need to be retrained and more hospitable toward people. That everybody knows that across the board. But for you to say Barkley tripping by saying there are some good cops, that's asinine. You're not Malcolm X. You're not preaching Malcolm X's way. You put it in your own version of how Malcolm talks. That ain't gonna benefit nobody. All it's gonna do is what? Get an innocent motherfucker shot. It's like I hate motherfuckers like that. That like she's talking about what a protest, what a protest, what a protest. Talking about I protest in other ways with spending money. You ain't protesting. What? Well, how you what? Cause you buy weed from a nigga? That's your protest? Get the fuck out of here. I'm literally like, put your money where your mouth is, and you losing me as a fan because you on bullshit. Nothing on just straight bullshit. Nothing more, nothing less. So she gets my ultimate dumbass for the summer. Just dumb for no fucking reason.
I
I don't
can't
know if
argue
she
with
needs to
that.
just stop talking while she high, or take a minute not to smoke and all this vegan this, vegan that, and talking about how you drink this. You got motherfuckers sending you remedy shit that you don't know what the fuck's in it. You just going off what they tell you. That's no different than me going to buy a gallon of milk. I don't know what the fuck's in that milk. I gotta believe what they put on their labels in. I don't know. Right now, I got some ground turkey in the sink thawing out for the girls who fix burgers for dinner. I assume it's ground turkey. I don't know. But you want to criticize different shit, talking about how this is bad, that's bad. You don't know what you're doing is truly good for you. It's just doing some shit for you right now. Holler at me in 10 years, let me know what it does for you. Like her son ain't never been immunized and he this, that, and the third. Let me see what he's doing when he's 20. You know, just motherfuckers, when they, I have no problem with people want to support and do certain things, but my problem is don't be, don't be like people that go to church for the first time and it's where they found the Lord. Don't be super Christian on everything. Because Jesus wasn't perfect on everything. So therefore, you're not perfect on everything. Slow the fuck down, learn what you're doing, then speak. But just that, like, just going back to what she was on ignorance on, all cops are bad. I can't support that. My motherfucking cousin was a cop for Kansas City. He wasn't no bad cop. Hell, my niece's dad, he was a cop. And he worked for the sheriff's department. He wasn't a bad cop. So I'm not gonna sign off on that. All cops are bad, and motherfuckers see them and want to use a semi to shoot them to shreds when they two good dudes. That's stupid to me. And we gotta stop pushing ignorance. And that's one of the things that's holding us back. So we're quick to throw each other under the bus and say, well, we ain't did. And then we quick to just say some ignorant shit like that. We never gonna get ahead with that mindset. All right,
Yeah.
that's all I got for her dumb ass.
Okay, let's take a detour. Let's go to some fun stuff here real quick.
Yeah, I need something
Well,
to laugh at.
the first one's not fun per se, the story, but how we found out about it was funny. All right, so we already know at one point in time in our history, Usain Bolt was the fastest man alive, but he couldn't outrun the COVID. So not only did this brother catch COVID-19, Fox Sports, or no, excuse me, Fox 4 News put the story out first. But who did they put on the picture? None other than Kevin Hart. All right, I know the stereotype is we all look alike, but do we though? Do we?
I will say this. We all have a doppelganger. We all have a twin that we just don't know about. That other people will see it and we don't see it. Or sometimes we may see it. But unfortunately, two other races, we do all look alike. But at the same time, we do that. I think that's not a racial thing. That's just everybody being disrespectful thing. We all do that. To me, every white boy look alike. Every white girl look alike too. Every Mexican, Chinese, they all look alike. Or I'm gonna say you from the same damn race. Japanese, Chinese, that's the same shit. Ain't no difference. Y'all from China. You know what I'm saying? We're all biggest like that. But what is fucked up is you're a major network. You're supposed to prove everything before you do anything. How the fuck do you let that go?
Well, that's what
Usain
I'm
Bolt
saying.
doesn't even have hair like Kevin Hart.
That
Let's
that
just go right
picture
there.
that picture passed a lot of eyes before it got on the screen.
That's what I'm saying. And yeah, Kevin Hart and both same skin complexion, but they don't have the same facial hair. They don't have the same hair. How the fuck do you let that ride?
They don't even have the same build. Kevin Hart's what?
That
Maybe
too.
5 feet?
Kevin Hart, like, he's like 4'9".
Yeah, so that I found the memes funny, but we do really hope that Usain Bolt actually recovers quickly and all that.
I give him credit. He ain't said nothing. He better than me.
Yeah, I'd had to put out a statement or something. So check it out. I want to hop back to sports real quick because this needs to be said because this is Mamba week. Nike has deemed it Mamba week, and we we talked about it last week, or should I say, you talked about it last week. You
Uh,
had kind of a little rant that caught a lot of eyes and ears. So, is there something you want to say to Tim out there?
well, not just him. A couple other people had something to say too. I want to take this moment to apologize for saying fuck Kobe since I ruffled some feathers and say Kobe can kiss my ass. How about we'll do it like that? This whole Kobe week can kiss my ass. Because Kobe, yeah, fuck your shirt too. There ain't number two bums on that damn shirt. I
LeBron
will
is a
say,
bum, but not Kobe.
no, Kobe's a bum too. Kobe week can kiss my ass. I shouldn't have said fuck a dead man. Tim was right about that. So I'll say Kobe week can kiss my ass. Because as far as I'm concerned, Kobe ain't did nothing we ain't never seen in the NBA. He didn't give us Thriller. He didn't jump from the free throw line. He didn't give us moonwalking. He didn't give us a no-look pass. He didn't give us nothing. Everything Kobe did, Michael did first. Kobe just did it in 2 inches of a bigger body. That's it. So, as far as I'm concerned, Magic or Michael drop tomorrow, they better go ape shit for both of them. Because those two changed the game.
Hey,
Kobe
I
ain't changed
got to
anybody's
stop you. I got
shoes.
to stop you right there. Kobe did two things that you leaving out. He brung
Here
80
we go.
he brung 81 points in the game back, and he's got one more ring than Shaq. His words, not mine.
2 mute-ass points. 81 in the game against the fucking Raptors. I could have put up 50 on that Toronto team. He did 81. He's supposed to do better than me. He a pro. And one more ring than Shaq. Shaq was fatting out of shape when he got traded to Miami. You should have got 2 more than Shaq, let alone 1 more. So that really don't say nothing to me. But then on top of that, you did, like I said, he didn't do anything special. He didn't do anything different. Kobe was just Kobe, baby Jordan. He was Harold Miner except better. That's all he was. He was a better Harold Miner. Harold Miner was baby Jordan. He was a better Harold Miner. That's what he was. He did Jordan better than Harold Miner did. That's what I commend Kobe on. He didn't do shit else. He ain't did nothing else. He ain't did nothing to change the game. Only thing he did was change his shoe contract and his jersey number. Oh, wow. Now all of a sudden you got all this Kobe Day, Kobe Week, Kobe. Man, go to Kobe Steakhouse and get this shit over with. That's how it's going to end Friday. Everybody going to Kobe Steakhouse, catching shrimp and shit, getting thrown at them. I'll be
All
glad
right.
when Kobe Week ends because I know next season there will not be a Kobe Week because Kobe will be a forgotten figure like he needs to be. He getting more attention than motherfucker Michael did when Michael died. I swear. California got shit better to do to where Nipsey and Kobe are getting idolized like they're fucking gods. They're
Okay.
not.
Okay. Rewind real quick. First of all, uh, the Michael thing. If Michael didn't have them damn allegations hanging over his head, things would have been different. I'm gonna leave that right there. As far as the Kobe thing, first thing I want to say is Tim. There's a reason why I didn't defend the Lakers a little bit better last week. Remember, I'm a Bulls fan, and yes, I liked Kobe though. I'm not a LeBron fan, so there's no way in hell that I'm going to defend the Lakers on that. Just not going to do it. That's a ring chaser right there. Because if he was true to his city, his ass would have stayed in Cleveland from the start. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Hold on. Much as I don't like LeBron, I'm going to defend him. Would you stay in Cleveland?
Yes, because here's the reason why. His punk ass ended up getting a ring there, so it wasn't like he couldn't do it. His lazy ass wanted more people around him to do the work instead of being a pro like Jordan and elevating people to championship caliber levels. And yes, we all saw The Last Dance. You know what Jordan did to get the best out of people. If you can't do that, then you're not good enough.
That's where I got to
He
disagree
needs to
with you.
take his hairline back to Cleveland and get the job done there.
He done brought the man's hairline up. That's just disrespectful. Here I got to disagree with you.
I know it's not disrespectful. Is it disrespectful to call a dead man dead? No. So it's not disrespectful to call a bald man bald.
Hey,
I'm bald.
I ain't called him dead. I ain't say he's dead. But here's the thing. His owner was so arrogant, he had to leave to get Daniel or Gibson going. What the fuck his name is? He had to leave to get him to wake up. Because remember when he left, he wrote that letter like he owned LeBron, like, nigga, I own you. I can't believe I made you. No, you ain't made nothing. LeBron was going to be LeBron regardless. But he had to leave to get old boy to wake up and realize you got to put pieces around. Even though,
But
yeah, Jordan
he
will.
came back. He came
Jordan
back
will
and they put
players.
pieces around him and he left again.
It wasn't shit else to do. Because they, all for realness.
Hold on. That's
They
your
just,
argument? It wasn't shit
no,
else to
let
do?
me finish.
So are you telling me after the Bulls won the title the first time in 91, it wasn't shit else to do? Oh, I don't know, maybe repeat, then repeat again?
Let me finish. We can't compare 91 to what, 2015, 2016? the game was much cheaper then. When LeBron left, they couldn't afford to keep him and what's his name is there now, the white boy? Yeah, what is that white boy's name? Damn.
It don't matter who they could
Yeah.
afford or
Well,
not
they
afford.
couldn't afford to keep him
They couldn't even
and
keep Kyrie
LeBron.
Irving there.
They couldn't afford to keep all three as max players. So somebody had to go. And look, this is the thing. Free agency allows you to hold a team option hostage with a 2-year deal where the second year is up to you. KD signed with New Jersey, a 3-year deal, 2 years there, third year is his option to stay or go. Motherfucking owners keep allowing these players to do that. That onus falls on the owners. If you want more control, take that option away. So
Okay,
LeBron only
but
did
let me
what he
ask
was
you this
allowed to
then.
do.
Let me ask you this then. How'd that work out for Golden State?
It's not working out for Golden State.
Oh, but
I
it is.
guarantee you.
They
Even
got some
if,
championships out of it, plural.
yeah, but here's the thing. They got championships. Let's not front that KD didn't get them last 2 rings. That first ring was Mark Jackson. The other 2 rings was all KD. And KD came at a discounted rate because he didn't want to be a great without a ring. That's where KD showed he was young and he a ring chaser. Like I guarantee you, everybody that comes to the league since I say 2-3 years after LeBron and them, they're all ring chasers. They're gonna go where they gotta go to get a ring. Dame Lillard is a rarity to where he willing to die in Portland. Dame Lillard is willing to die a trailblazer, which I still don't know what the fuck a trailblazer is, but he willing to die one and not go anywhere. That's I commend him for that, but no one else has that mindset. Even his own damn teammate McCullough, I got a feeling after his contract, after this season or next season, he's probably gonna leave. Just like Bradley Beal, he's about to smash out on Washington. Oh, boy's probably gonna stay because he's been hurt so much that he's rehab. He ain't going nowhere. But the game now is, hey, get out your metal detector, find that ring, find that ring. Why do you think KD went to New Jersey? New Jersey will be the next up and coming team. He probably helped them get a ring. And you know how sick New York will be if he gets a ring in New Jersey and the Knicks ain't got one? He's trying to propel his legacy over LeBron's. So now it's all right, I got my rings, then work on my legacy. That's like Carmelo. They asked him, how you feel about proving everybody wrong? He just said point blank. I had to show them what all my friends knew that I still had it in me, but nobody wanted to believe me. Now I can leave on my own terms. His legacy solidified now because of what he did. He got motherfuckers saying, damn, if he'd have played, he'd be a top 10 scorer for his career. If he don't play next season, he got done. So now he done changed his narrative or whatever. These younger players are chasing rings and legacies now. So they can rewrite the record books to where you forget about Magic, Duncan. Like I told you earlier this week, I was listening to one of these podcasts. They was like, David Robinson will never get mentioned anymore. It's like David Robinson never played in the NBA. Because all you hear about the Spurs is Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili, and Steven Jackson. Some people talk about that thug-ass nigga. But all you hear about is those 3. You forget David Robinson played. He was a big factor in them rings. All about legacy and rings. That's all these young players is about now, legacy and rings. They talking about that with Philly. What are we going to do with Embiid and Simmons? One of them is going to leave. Embiid probably go to Miami. Him and Jimmy Butler, they're going to make Miami a powerhouse. They'll be trying to get a ring then. Then if Embiid gets a ring there, it'll be like he never played in Philly and he brought greatness back to Miami. It'd be like, first Shaq did it. Then Shaq came back and did it with D Wade. Now look what Embiid did with Jimmy Butler. All about legacy and rings. That's all the NBA is about now with these players. So LeBron gets a ring with your sorry ass Lakers, his legacy will be in the stratosphere. Still won't be better than Mike's, but it's gonna be better than Kobe's.
And here's why it won't. It's always that number after the dash. It don't matter how many you won, how many you lost plays into that too. What's Michael's record in the finals?
Yeah, Mike's always gonna be number one because he was 6-0. Joe Montana's always
Exactly.
gonna be number one because he was 5-0. But
Exactly.
we're talking about the 2 spot. LeBron's gonna get the 2 spot because he went to Cleveland, made Cleveland relevant.
Wait,
Then he went to
was
Miami.
Kobe's finals record?
So I don't know, he lost 2 or 3 times. I don't pay attention to Lakers. I don't pay attention to that.
No.
He ain't a Nick. I don't care.
I,
But the
I,
point I'm making is
I believe
it's
Kobe's
all
five
about
and one.
legacy.
Kobe's 5-1.
Now, Kobe lost twice in the finals.
They lost to them Celtics. I don't remember them losing to nobody else.
They lost to Celtics and to Detroit. Yeah, Kobe's 5-2.
All right, he's 5-2 if they lost to Detroit.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
But LeBron got a
Kobe's on his
long way to go
legacy.
because his number after
That's
the
the thing
dash
though.
is already too damn high.
But that's the point you're missing. It's not about the dash, it's about the legacy. Since they both have losses, it's about legacy. Kobe's legacy is him and Shaq had beat. That's it. He got one more ring than Shaq. LeBron came, made Cleveland a YMCA to an NBA team. Went to Miami, brought them from what mourning, and he brought it back to life after Shaq, Wade, and Mourning got a ring. He brought it back to life, gave him a couple rings, put him back on the map to where now Miami is probably never going to dip below a 500 team again because of that. Then he goes back to Cleveland, solidifies them as the number one sport in Cleveland, getting them a ring. Now he comes to LA that's been dormant since Kobe's last ring because Kobe was making so much money, they couldn't get nobody there and nobody wanted to play with Kobe. Remember they were saying Kobe's too hard on people. Nobody wants to go play with Kobe. Now you look, here comes LeBron. He brings in AD. You know, he brings in all this talent. If they get a ring, that puts him through the stratosphere. And then it's going to be like, oh, revitalize the Lakers and be relevant again. That's going to be that's going to be his relevance. That's going to make him bigger than life. Then, like I said, he won't get past MJ, but he'll get past Kobe. He'll get past AI. Because Kobe and AI is his biggest ones he's fighting, legacy-wise, to be up there. He won't be a better Laker than Magic, but some people probably try to mention him in the same breath when they should. It's dumb, but these young motherfuckers, all I know about his legacy. Like my daughters, I said something to my oldest yesterday. Asked her if she knew what something real simple that she should have known. She was like, no. And I was like, oh my God, I failed you as a parent that you don't know what this is. So when we came home, I had to hurry up and show her. And I was just like, you don't know what this is? She was like, never seen it before in my life. It was something just real trivial that you would think she would have known. But if you don't show these kids, they ain't going to know. And the further this game gets, they trying to erase stuff. Which, you know, Jordan was petty for the last dance, coming out when LeBron won a ring with Cleveland, giving the green light to it. But at the same time, that restarted his legacy of
But
people knowing. And now,
what
like, go ahead.
was it petty to let people know that, hey, I'm still number one? Was it though?
It was. It was.
That's not
On
petty. That's just a
on,
PSA, public service announcement. Hey, this is a friendly announcement. I'm still the greatest there ever was. Forget about what you see. I'm gonna show you what you missed.
see, key what you just said. Key what you just said. Forget about what you see. I'm giving the green light. As this nigga's on the podium, I want to thank God, my mama. Forget about what you see in Cleveland. Remember what I did 1,500 miles away in Chicago. That makes it petty. If he'd have did it the next day, he'd have been good. But what does he do? The day of. The fucking ink wasn't
But
even dry.
it's deserved, and I'm gonna tell you why. Wasn't it LeBron that said that he's better than Jordan? Now
You should have
we know
that.
Jordan. We know Jordan. Anybody who's ever crossed paths with him and said that they could outdo him at anything, they got burned in the end, didn't they?
But
Did you
that's the
think it
thing,
was gonna
though.
be any different just because Jordan retired?
It's like this. You're going to talk shit when you know you can't be touched. Me and you went golfing last year. Who won between us?
You did. You've been talking shit all year.
because I
Payback
know
is
I ain't
coming.
gonna see you no time soon.
Yeah,
So therefore,
when
I'm gonna
this
talk
social
my shit.
distancing is over, it's on.
It's gonna be over during winter time. I got clearance at least next April before I gotta see you. So I'm gonna talk my shit because I know you can't do shit about it. I still got the scorecard on the visor in the car
I know
because
you
I'm
do.
that
That's why I'll
disrespectful.
never sit on the passenger side. Because you will
But you
purposely
get what I'm
drive in the
saying
sun.
though.
You will purposely drive in the sun, so I pull that thing down and it fall in my lap.
I cannot confirm or deny such a thing. I cannot confirm or deny such a scenario. But my point is, that's what happens when you're gonna talk shit and say you're great. You're not gonna deny anything when you know you can't be touched. Jordan ain't about to come play. Jordan, hey, he's
But
not
it's
the
one
owner
thing
of
to say, it's one thing when somebody says, how great do you think you are? It's one thing to say, well, I try to do the best I can. I try to do this. I try to live up to a certain standard. But it's another thing to say, I'm the best there ever was. There ain't nobody better than me. Oh, really? You open yourself up for that one then.
Shaq did the same thing. Shaq will say the same thing. He said the best center ever was. Then you got people over to the left. What about Elijah Wan? What did he do to your ass in the finals? Shaq get quiet.
Exactly. Well, Shaq didn't have a leg to stand on in the first place because he was one that had a career, albeit short, in LA. He was in Kareem's shadow. So, you talk about
If you don't do
LeBron.
that, you're on the free game. Plain and simple. So you got to do that. You got no choice but to.
And I know you got to have that mindset. I agree with you
Yeah.
on that, but it's a certain
You
way
talking
you
to
can
a
say
person.
it. It's a certain
You
way you can
talk,
say it without saying it.
there's no way to say it. You just say it. You talking to a person that oh
What?
shit. No, I just something I gotta go to. No, but I can still do this. You talking to a person that last week I my homie, we was talking about the draft order. And I told him, I said, hey, the Knicks got the 8th spot, and we still win the championship. We're just drafting one player. Well, we probably won't even make the playoffs. But I'm gonna talk shit like they are. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna say, "Oh, the Knicks is the greatest team that ever was." You
Depending
wouldn't
on what
say
day you
that.
catch me. Depending on what day you catch me. Because what I'm not gonna do is downplay my squad.
No, I'm not saying you have to downplay them, but the arrogance of LeBron James just baffles me. You're not the greatest ever. If you were, there would be a zero behind that dash. That's all I'm saying.
In today's game, that's not true. With free agency, I don't expect anybody to go to the finals without losses, without taking a loss in the finals. Because even Robert Ory, who has the most rings, took some L's.
So check it out. You sent me that thing with Seth Curry. Let's make that known because we are already talking about Golden State, not Steph. Seth Curry and Paul George. And I thought it
Yeah.
was funny. I laughed at it. You want to fill everybody in so that they know what's going on?
Okay, basically, Seth Curry is either married or engaged to Doc Rivers' daughter. She used to be engaged to Paul George until Paul George decided to pull a Carmelo and get a stripper pregnant. He was T-Pain fell in love with a stripper, got her pregnant while he out there wilding, and like a good chick should, she threw the dub up to Rivers and to George and went about her way. Went about her way. Seth Curry found another man's trash, made it his treasure. But this fool, Seth Curry, decides during the playoffs, every time Paul George do something, bitch ass, bitch ass, bitch ass. Like he getting revenge for his fiance to be wife or already wife, whatever she is. And I'm like, you looking like a bitch for doing that. You looking real soft and not solidified in your spot if you feel the need to do that. Bro, that happened 5 years ago. You was in college then. Let that shit go and appreciate your old lady that you got by default and keep it moving. Paul George ain't tripping. He ain't tripping at all. He making way more than you. You making $8 million a season. This motherfucker's doubling your salary. Shut the fuck up. Go back to the bench where you are in Dallas and be happy that you got you a. I'm assuming she's a dime. Let's just hope she don't talk like Doc Rivers, or let alone have his hairline. And just enjoy what you got, and quit trying to act like you boss hog or whatever, because you're not boss anything. And then they neither one of y'all probably about that life far as fighting anyway. So just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Keep it moving. Just keep walking, bro. Keep walking. Because last time I checked, Steph Curry, what Curry chicken, whatever it is, ain't neither one of you motherfuckers special. But just y'all both lucky to get the chicks y'all got compared to how you goofy motherfuckers look. Even your daddy lucky. Because he got a dime ass wife, this crazy looking ass. But I wasn't gonna talk about the other ones, my bad. Sorry, niggas. But I'm just saying, y'all guilty by default.
All right, so check it out. I saw the trailer you sent yesterday to Unhinged.
Uh-huh.
That dude looked kind of good. Crazy? Yeah. First of all, Russell Crowe had me when he started talking like the great white southerner. When he pulled that accent out of his back pocket, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And it looked dark in the mug. He looked like he gonna do some crazy stuff. When they showed the trailer and the husband called the wife, and he's like, "Give me the phone," and he slammed the husband's head on the table, took the phone, and was talking to the wife. I'm like, okay, this dude means business. He done snapped.
Russell needs a hug. I feel like he's still that character right now. I don't think he got out of that box. I'm scared. I'm worried about Russell. Someone needs to find him to make sure he's good. Because that shit was wild.
Well, he's probably with Ed Sheeran teaching him how to make drinks.
Nah, Ed ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay, speaking of trailers, it dropped Saturday, and it almost, kind of, sort of, changed my mind. So there was the Batman trailer that broke the internet because, we thought we was going to get this piece of shit movie that wasn't going to be about nothing with little Twilight boy. As soon as he started beating the shit out of that thug, I'm like, okay, this is a Batman movie. I can live with this from the start of the trailer, really. I mean, they say the Riddler's going to be in it. I'm expecting this dude in a tight green suit with question marks all over it. Instead, you got this crazy ass homicidal person duct taping somebody's face. I'm like, okay, so the Riddler's a serial killer. I like that. It's a very dark, grim looking story. I like that. I don't want to see Adam West Batman. I don't want to see that 1960s campy TV show, bright colored Batman. I want everything to be dark, dreary, and I want people. I don't want people to get thrown 20 feet and get up and keep fighting. I want people to get their back snapped, bones broken. That's what fights are all about. Keep it real.
So you're saying is you didn't like Jim Carrey as the Riddler? That was what you're telling me?
It worked for back then, but society has changed. The world is darker.
I'm already messed up in the head enough. I can't get with the dark Batman.
But that's who Batman is if you look at the comic books.
So I never was a comic book person. I like Heath Ledger, the one with him and Bane and all that. This new reboot shit that they done did with the Joker and all, it's too dark for me. I'm too light for something that dark. I can't get with it. Hey, props to you crazy motherfuckers that want to see it, but that's gonna be a hard pass for me. I can't do it. It's too sadistic for me. It's just too much.
I'm not 100% sold on it because of Twilight Boy. I'm gonna need trailer number 2 to drop over the next several months, and I want to see what all he does.
You like 60% there. I can already see this. You lean in that way.
60, maybe even 65%. But I mean, I know a lot of people say Robert Pattinson is a very good actor. Don't just look at Twilight. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's in that movie with Denzel Washington's son, Tenet. So
Now that I want to see. I want to see Tenet.
yeah, so I'm not gonna say it's a hard pass. Now I'm curious, but leading into my next subject, for all three of these movies that we done talked about, you told me that we saw something. Movie theaters have already started to open. Will you go to a movie anytime soon? And that's the question. And my answer before
No,
you answer yours is no. Okay, we on the
I
same page
won't.
then. We on the same page.
It's not that important to me. It's not like football. It's not like the Chiefs. I
Well, here
risk my life with the Chiefs and the Knicks,
somebody
not anybody
I
else.
said the same thing. I was more about the Raiders, not the
Oh,
bitch
Chiefs and
ass
the
Chiefs.
Knicks. I'm glad to see you woke up. It's good.
No, no,
Glad to
no.
see you finally
Here,
stopped
no.
being ignorant.
This is where my logic came into play. Because they're like, you'll go to a sporting event, but you won't go see a movie. I'm like, yeah, because that movie, if I don't see it the first 3 months is out, I'll be able to stream it after that. A month later, I'll be able to own it forever. You can't get that Chiefs Raiders game back, can you?
Yes, you can. It's called NFL Network.
Okay, fair enough. Well played, my man. Well played.
Thank you. Thank you.
The thrill of it though, the thrill of it. You can't
Oh,
get
it'll
the
still
thrill of
be
being
through. I know it's gonna be ass whooping for y'all. Just like I watch Super Bowl every time it come on. And I be like, oh no, the 49ers are winning. Like I don't know the outcome. Then when them dumb motherfuckers do that celebration, that's not say next up, and then we take off. Or as
oh
Frank Clark say, the shark is coming. We just need one. Then you see Mahomes, I just need one play out of just one play. Then he
come on.
goes to
You know
Tyreek.
you gotta say that in your Kermit the Frog voice. Come on.
Hey. Kermit the Frog or not,
Yeah, I
he
went
got a
there.
ring. He got it done. He's the greatest quarterback of all time in a 3-year span.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I, I'll be the first to tell you that man should have been your MVP.
Yeah, he should have been 2 years in a row. There's no way Thumbs a lot should have got it. All he can do is run. He about to get killed.
Oh
They
yeah.
better sign Dez Bryant like they're talking about doing
See,
because he needs help.
he plays in an offense that once defenses have them figured out, it's over. Ask him how that worked out in the playoffs.
What they fail to realize, Henry's not dominating anymore. Everybody, we did the blueprint on how to stop Henry, literally from start to finish.
I ain't worried
What
about
he had,
Tennessee. I ain't worried about Tennessee.
20 carries for 50 yards.
I ain't worried about Tennessee. I ain't worried about Baltimore. I ain't worried about Houston. Houston traded their best weapon away. So what does that tell you?
They don't know any better.
Exactly. And you got some up and coming teams. I guarantee you Miami's gonna be a little bit better. Buffalo gonna be hella good. Because they had a defense.
I ain't worried about Buffalo.
You should be. You should be. That's the AFC East right there, Buffalo. Fuck what you know about the Patriots. That dynasty's over.
Jim
Buffalo's
Kelly ain't walking through that door. Thurman Thomas ain't walking through them doors. It ain't happening.
and
Uh,
the
Buffalo got to get a run game and Andre Reed with that bad haircut in order to do some damage.
don't make
Stephon
fun.
Diggs only gonna be able
Hey,
to do so much.
don't make fun of Andre's high top fade. His
I don't know what the fuck
high
that
top
is.
fade.
I hope he bald now because that's just
It was
ridiculous.
fading away.
Hell, a lot of them hairlines.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. I can't make fun of LeBron's hairline, but you gonna make fun of Andre's? Come on,
Hey,
really?
you was just disrespectful.
Okay, that's true. All right, so it's established that movie theaters are not gonna make any money this year. They can just forget it. We're gonna have to wait till we get a COVID drug, some shit like that. But before we take it on home, bro, I want to talk about something serious. I'm losing respect for Ice Cube. I talked to you about it. I guess he posted something on Instagram a couple days back. He wants everybody to vote for the Republican Party, and his exact words were, the Democrats have not offered us anything. If they're not going to do anything for us, why should we do anything for them? And I got to say two things. One, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Two, that is the most asinine thing that I've ever heard. Because I ain't seen the Republicans offering anything. And it's not about what somebody can offer you. It really is about putting somebody in power that has the best chance to get you what you want, but they're not going to dangle a golden carrot in front of you in order to get there. And I think that he's out of touch. I think he's really out of touch. It's I'm not going to say he's lost his blackness, but I'm going to say he's been
Might as well
overshadowed
say
by
that by
money.
saying he out of touch.
He's overshadowed. He's been overshadowed by his bank account. You take away
And
that
see,
money, put him back in,
and
put him
see,
back in, put him back in Compton and see if he's talking about supporting Trump.
that's the thing. See, this is where me and you always disagree. You take it too literal, you don't see it for what it is. Just like when Tyreek was talking shit on Twitter, Q's doing the same thing. Q been pushing the whole leave social media. I got the means and what we can do to start our own social media. You know how you want to bring back his version like a Black Planet or something. He wants everybody to sign this petition and to stop using IG, Twitter, all that.
And that's the
People ain't gonna
wrong
do
way to
that.
go about it. That's the
But
wrong.
let me
We
finish.
can't divide everything ours and theirs, because then it will never be equal.
I get that and I agree. And that's the problem with, separate but equal just means you're gonna be separate, you're not gonna be equal. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But the problem is that's what he was pushing that. And so now him and other people have said, what did the Democrats did for us, as if they're paying for votes. They're not paying for anything. And so he's going to the extreme. Well, if you go vote if Democrats ain't doing nothing, let's go vote Republican. It's just extreme talking to get people's attention, so then they'll start listening. Because the first thing they're gonna say is, well, damn, Q want us to, go ahead and vote Republican. Let me ask why. He has to say something extreme to get the attention because Kanye's out there wilding. Like I just literally saw today, Kanye just barely missed being on the Missouri ballot. How the fuck he barely missed? It shouldn't have been an option. See, we got people entertaining that fool that actually got power to put him on the ballot. That's fucking insane.
But that's
So the
what
only way
people
that you
don't
can get
understand. That's what people don't. I know what you say about people asking the why, and that's a smart person right there. But you got 50% of these fools out here that will blindly just vote Republican. Hey, Cube is doing it, so he must be right. Or vote for
that's but
and
see
or
here's the
and
thing
they'll
with
do the same thing for Kanye, and then we lose all those votes for Biden and Harris, and Trump is
but
back there
here's the
laughing.
thing. Here's where I disagree. Cube fans know he's gonna give explanation behind the mindset. Kanye fans know Kanye just flyers all over. So if you're a true Cube fan, you know Cube from Kill That Will, Predator, all that back in the day, you know he's a teacher. You know he's a Muslim. He's not gonna have do anything. He's gonna educate you before he lets you do anything. Him saying that is throwing his thought out there to you to bring you in. It's almost kind of cult like in some regards, which that ain't no better, you know what I'm saying? But there's a method to the madness. He don't want you to vote Republican. He wants you to actually pay attention and make someone do something. It's one of the things to where what people fail to realize, probably not this election we in 2020. I say by 2028, 2032, which was 12 years from now,
Yeah.
I'll be 54. Good Lord. You'll be dead. I've been to your funeral by then. But by 2032, there will be no more parties. That was kind of fucked up, my bad. There will be no more political parties. It'll just be who's the best candidate to run. We're getting to where there's going to be a playing field of people getting so many nominations of votes so where they can be on the ballot. We're about to be done with a Republican and Democrat. That's what all this stuff is leading to, a bigger change. It's just people have to stop being so negative minded and so quick to like. I had to get on. Me and Tim, little brother, was like, Bobcats is, the Bucks with the protests or whatever. And he was like, man, it's good to see it, but it ain't gonna change nothing. And I instantly said, that's the problem. We're automatically thinking, ain't nothing gonna do nothing. And so therefore, we stop allowing stuff to change within us because we've already changed ourselves, not for the betterment, but just to say, oh, I know ain't shit gonna happen. You ain't gotta tell me. We have to stop having that closed-minded mindset, and you got to open that door back up and believe change gonna come. Because if you don't, you still gonna be doing the same shit you've been doing. So like by 2032, I'm expecting no more political parties, and you literally go vote for the best candidate. Cause look how shit is changing. It's just the right thing hasn't occurred to where it's a snowball effect. Look back in the 50s and 60s with Malcolm and Martin. It didn't happen instantly, but when it did, it happened. It's a snowball effect happened. That shit got to rolling. That just hasn't happened yet, but we're getting close to it. And it's like I was telling Tim today, and he didn't get it, but I hope maybe you might. This COVID, in a lot of ways, is a good thing because it's keeping us all home based. It's keeping us to where we're strengthening our home and we're all becoming as one with our home before we go up against somebody else's home. Then at the same time, think about how all these race relation issues are happening right now. I'm personally glad that across the board, let's say 85% of the schools are at home. Because imagine the amount of mass shootings that would happen in schools this year from bigot ass people that are cherubs of justice that did all that bullshit in Milwaukee, who got kids that will go to school with that mindset. Or you got a kid feeling they need to take a gun to defend themselves because of that shit. Because old boy that did that killing last night was only 19. Like I told Tim, he a fucking kid. But he out there with a semi killing motherfuckers. And police are just watching, talking about they can't go there. No, you can go there. You're just afraid to go there because you're not going to go there how you're supposed to. So it's just a lot of this shit's for the good. We just need to sit the fuck down and do our part and make it progress how it's supposed to. But problem is, people don't want to fucking listen. People want to do what they want to do. And that leads us to our next segment. Go ahead with it.
All right. Well said. I got just one more thing here, and it's a story that you were telling me, and it kind of goes along with this COVID stuff. What was it? The North Kansas City High School parents protest. Let them play. Let them play. You want to tell us about that?
Okay, so we got two more. That's one. I'll make this one quick. I really don't care about this one. Basically, hey, check that water, make sure it's hot. If not, add some more. You got the ignorance of parents wanting their kid. Well, it's across the board. I'm not just gonna say North Kansas City, but I just saw it with North Kansas City. As it's like you got parents being ignorant to the fact that sports is happening, but you're not gonna have crowded stands. Remember, we're supposed to be distanced. We're supposed to be 6 feet apart. What are y'all thinking? You want to get an attitude because we're about to have a limited amount of people that can be at certain things. Hell, I'm ass out. If both my daughters play soccer and we only allow 2 people, one's gonna be the sibling, then the other's gonna be the me or the mom. So we both got to take turns where we go to games. That's just how it is and how it's gonna be.
True.
People need, that's what I'm saying. People don't want to adjust. People want to be entitled and say they shouldn't have to do certain things. There's a lot of things you shouldn't have to do, but you got no choice but to do. I shouldn't have to be on unemployment right now. But my job fucked me and I got no choice but to be. That's a part of life. Deal with it. Move on from it. If your kid love that sport, you love to see them happy playing, it's about them. It's not about you. Because they go away to college, let's be realistic. You living in Kansas City, your kid's a big, say my girl's a big soccer star, and say they both go to Cali and play for Stanford or some shit like that. Realistically, how many games am I going to go to California for?
Maybe one.
If I'm fucking lucky. And that might not be till senior year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's about them. It's not about you. So get off your bullshit. Let these kids play and let these kids enjoy themselves. Because it's all about them right now. It's not about self. And that's our biggest problem is we want it to be about us, and us only. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Exactly.
Now, the last one that I wanted to talk about, I thought I finished it. I may not have, or you may have forgot, is our lovely mayor of Kansas City is being blackballed by some punk ass white dude and a bunch of idiots throughout the city. To where they're actually in his first year, they have a petition to where they want him removed from being mayor. All because he wants us to wear masks and they say small businesses are hurting.
Okay.
It ain't
First
just
thing first. First thing first. Yes, you did send that. I remember. I'm terribly sorry about that. Also, I won't say some punk ass white dude because I would say an idiot because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of white people out there who would love to wear the mask because they want to live just like we do. I'm tired of these people with these, oh, you're violating my rights, my First Amendment rights. I don't have to wear a mask. I don't want to. If you walk into any store right now, any store, what's that sign say on there? No shirt, no shoes, no service. And you ain't never walked in with barefoot without a shirt on talking about you should still serve me. You followed the rules. So don't tell me now that you can't follow the rules, especially when it's about something that's going to keep you alive. Go ahead.
You know what? I don't need to say that. That was perfect right there. I didn't even think about that. Man, your gray hair paid off for a change. That's the best way to put it. If your ass can go into a restaurant with clothes on and not walking that bitch buck ass naked, you can wear a fucking mask. Hell, motherfuckers ain't even wearing the right mask to begin with. Motherfuckers get masks made. Actually, no, I'm having some made myself. So it's just wear a mask, or like most people, wear a fucking bandana over your mouth. That's nowhere near a fucking mask. And it's actually looser. I think it's somewhat better.
Yeah.
Do that, wear a big ass sock or some people I've seen them wear scarves or whatever. Just cover yourself up, but stop coming for a man that's from the town, from the city you grew up in. Some of you live on 12th Street and spent this time in the city doing what he needs to do, and he's trying to take care of things the best he can that's new to everybody. But everybody and their mama swear up and down he needs to go because he can't dictate what I do. Do you not realize we're not the only city under this ordinance? But you don't know it because you're not there to see it. There's too many entitled motherfuckers to think that they don't need to follow what's been told. They can do what they want when they want.
That's true.
All right, just breaking news. WNBA has postponed their game.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was
Like that
coming.
was a big ass shock. Y'all don't control nothing. That sounded wrong. I'm sorry, WNBA. I want y'all to get better. I want y'all to get equal pay with the refs at least.
All right, that's all I got. You got anything else before we go out?
All I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do a rant like I did the last time. I'm just gonna say we just really gotta wake the fuck up. And this is gonna sound so wrong, but if you got a black friend, just sit and talk to them. Have a legit conversation to understand what they say and how they feel.
That's not wrong.
Before you take some ignorance.
That's the best
Before
thing
you
to
make
do.
yourself look ignorant. Understand where they come from and what their life is about, to why this Black Lives Matters is so important. Instead of doing internet research, do a real life person research. You know what I'm saying? Find out just ask questions. Because like I've been told, if you don't ask, how you gonna know? You
Yeah,
don't ask, how you gonna get the answer?
I agree.
If you don't ask, how you gonna make yourself not look like an ass? So it's like the rest of 2020, let's not look like an ass. Let's ask the question. All you gotta do, the rest of 2020, let's not look like an ass. Let's ask questions. That should be on the motherfucking slogan for a campaign. They lucky I ain't running for office. Don't
Hey,
look like an ass. Ask the question. Vote for me.
if Kanye can do it, maybe we can get you on the ballot for 2024.
I don't want to look like I'm a Kanye copycat. That fucking idiot. I guess that's all I got. That's all I got. Any hip hop heads listening? Nas' King Disease is a must get CD. And that's all I got. Just out of the ordinary type shit. All parents, good luck to you on this virtual thing. Because it can't be a headache, can't be a heartache, can't be a problem. Just, I wish y'all nothing but the best. I'm reading a new book that's called Eat to Live, Not Live to Eat by Elijah Muhammad. Get a better understanding of food in your body. So I have to tell you how that goes. Because I made a mistake and I ordered it. Amazon delivered it. I got home, it wasn't here. I forgot to set my mom's address for Amazon. So it got delivered in Raytown.
So you had to go all the way to get it, huh?
I said I gotta go there Friday to get my hair cut. I wasn't going.
Oh, okay.
I looked at the picture and I was like, yeah, this doesn't seem right.
It happens.
And old age kicks in from time to time.
Well, folks, I appreciate everybody listening in. We had another good one, and we gonna do it again for y'all this time next week. As always, stay positive, stay blessed, and like Kevin said, if you have a black friend or you know a black person, sit down with them. The best thing I heard today. Lovely. I give you props on that, my brother. All right, take us on home.
Now, again, I'm gonna apologize for saying fuck Kobe. I'm just gonna say Kobe week and kiss my ass. Glad it won't happen again next year. I'll be glad next week because it won't be anything about Kobe. And all you Kobe fans need to realize, greatest Laker of all time is Irvin Magic Johnson. Kobe's like third on the list.
That's debatable because a lot of people will say Kareem.
Kareem, you take the skyhook away, what could he do? Nothing. If you look at the ESPN's magazines, top 10 players of all time in the playoffs, Kobe and Shaq are 9 and 10. Magic's number 3. I think Kareem may be 4. That tells
Doesn't matter.
Right
Doesn't
there.
matter. Who's number 1?
But we're talking about the Lakers. We ain't talking about other things. Well, number 1, I'll give it to you. Number 1 is Scotty. Scotty's number 1.
Bro, don't leave out the other half. It's Michael and Scotty.
Yeah. Now, it's Mike's number 1. LeBron's number 2. Magic's 3. I want to say Kareem was 4. And Russell may have been 5. I think that was the top 5. I meant to take a picture and send it to you, but I forgot. Because I didn't see no Knicks, so it really wasn't important. But, again, I apologize for saying fuck Kobe. That was a little harsh on my part. I'm such a lovable person. Shouldn't have said that. But Kobe, we can kiss my ass. Kobe having again next year. Remember again, he can kiss my ass. Because at the end of the day, Kobe ain't changed nothing but his shoe deal from Adidas to Nike. He didn't change the game.
That's okay, because we still calling the episode Apology to the Mamba.
I don't give a fuck what you call it. And on that note, for everyone who don't agree with me, holla at your boy, but don't yell.
All right, folks. We'll talk to you later.